Previously on Will Save. Our adventurers, still astounded by the demise of their charismatic companion, manage a narrow defeat over the dromaeosaurs and discover that the only remaining corpse to consider is of their fallen comrade, as another set of green orbs envelop and transport the conquered creatures that nearly cost our crew the whole kit and caboodle. With little but their wits remaining at the end of their ropes, our survivors climb their way to level 4, earning themselves some new feats, spells, and a shiny new toy for Dr. OK, who, like a first-time freshman, is now enrolled in multiple classes. With a new bot thanks to his missing friend Bushdakis, the doctor sends in Bernice to investigate the ringing that is definitely not coming from Kev's time in the Navy, but is ringing in Heerz ears as he and our crew attempt to sneak across the threshold under the guard of a dormant Abadar defense droid, who now wakes to notice Heerz entering the room. Is this the droid our crew has been looking for, or has this defense bot found its next set of victims? Find out this time on Will Save.
I've got a question to start off episode 49. Like I usually do. I got a question.
But
there's no but.
Okay.
I'm just going to go right into the question.
Just checking.
I decided to have a preamble to the question because why not, right? You know, it's cool. Here's the question. Very, very specific. And two of you will have good insight into this.
It's a computer question.
How long should the electric slide play? When it plays, because I just went to a wedding today and it played just like a little too long, you know, like you're like let's turn it out, right? And then let's turn it out too many times, like it went a while.
I'm pretty sure the electric slide could play for the full 18 minutes that it's written.
I think
oh my god, please tell me it's not actually written for that.
We should, I mean, obviously we don't have computers so we can't look it up.
No,
but yeah, it's true.
I think the metric for length should be based upon whose ant falls over from being like,
agreed.
Who's too tired by the end of the song? That's when you stop.
Who cha-cha'd too smooth, if you will.
Yes.
Turn it up.
I once saw my mom do it for a while at a wedding, and then I determined that I think any period of time is too long now. It was not good.
That's
Fair.
She had a lot of fun. She was good at it, but I was like, why am I watching this? This isn't right.
This is awkward and weird.
No, I don't know. It's just weird to see your mom going crazy. Anyway, that's all.
That's all. All right. Well, I'm glad that we got to an answer because the question, you know, was once you get to like 4 hops this time, is that too many times? That was my thought, right?
Does it continually go up? I don't think I've listened to the song well.
Yeah, because they do 1 hop for like that's always kind of one of
2
the
hops
like
this time.
common.
Yeah.
Then 2 hops, then 3 hops.
We're gonna get
then
sued
4
just for
hops.
like reading this out.
I feel like there are different. Who owns Electric Slide, really?
Who
Everyone.
This is a really
shared ownership.
I don't think it's common license like Happy Birthday is. We should look up the songwriters, Electric Slide songwriters.
We should do it after.
I think I'm just going to waste maybe 5 minutes right now. I'm just going to leave it going while I look it up.
While we just search frantically online. No.
yeah.
I'm not sure. I looked it up and I can't find, like, I found a 4-minute.
There's 18 counts, apparently.
18 counts is how far it will go?
No, wait. I don't know.
4 minutes is too long, apparently.
2 minutes too long.
4 hops is, yeah.
Okay, so moving on.
Bunny Walker. Bunny Whaler. Sorry.
Bunny Whaler. Bunny Whaler, if you're a listener, thank you. for your contribution to the wedding game.
He actually died this year.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
May your song
Bunny
forever
living
go
soon.
on at the weddings.
Bunny,
May you
Bunny
do all the
Waller.
hops. Yeah.
Oh, they're dead. Sorry.
Thanks for killing the mood, Will.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
you're the one who brought up the electric slide.
I
How
did.
else
That
are we
was
gonna kill
totally
the
John.
No, dude, that was you, Kev.
Yeah.
I think that was you, man.
Everyone just
What's going
gaslight Kev. We gaslighted him with the murder bot thing.
Yeah,
I'll deal with it.
Kev, you always bring up these weird questions at the start of
Kevin
each
is
episode.
Yeah, he's funny.
Kev's a funny guy. So, I mean, to be fair, this is the week before episode 50. We realize this, right?
Mhm.
We are at
Yes.
episode 49. Once we hit 50, I don't know what's going to happen.
And I know we haven't talked about it too much, but like it's also the new year.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We are no longer in
Yes.
2021, so everybody needs to relearn how to write 2022 instead of 2021.
Yep.
So like I don't know how
All
many.
twos.
Well, I guess I type it almost every day, but yeah, like got to relearn how my fingers have to learn now instead of going
It's
to
gonna-
21, just 22.
I don't think I ever really learned 2021. I've probably been writing 2020 on everything for the past year.
For a whole year.
For a whole
2
year.
years.
Well, happy New Year, everybody. Yeah.
Happy New Year. Hope your holidays were great.
All,
Yeah,
all
safe.
the holidays.
Hope you cha-cha'd all through the holidays. Thank you, Kelly, for that generous laugh.
Imagery.
Wait, fun. Okay, fun story. Fun
That
story
was just a
related
pity
to
laugh.
children.
It's fine.
My son has a book called The Dinosaur Dance, and
Yeah?
it's like 6 pages long. Well, probably more than that. It's like
too
12
long.
pages long.
Nah, it's way too long.
But it's different dinosaurs dancing, and it's by this one writer. I can rant about the writer itself, about how apathetic all the like drawings are. That they're pretty sad.
Don't make fun of somebody else's drawing.
Yeah. Well, like
We're not that kind of show.
It's
This
the
is
same author of
2022.
another book. And I think I talked
Come
about
on.
it before.
We left that in 2021.
What
Well,
if
no,
it's
like,
like
what-
a
what- one of the
style
books-
that he's trying to... Maybe it's trying to be approachable. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It was your New Year's resolution not to make fun of other artists.
It was.
I
Yeah.
don't recall this.
Nah,
I don't
JK.
recall
Kevin's a
this.
good artist, actually. I'm happy to
Kevin's
hear
an
your
amazing
critical
artist.
analysis.
Yeah, great.
Okay,
artist.
well, my
Continue.
actual analysis is these children's books written. I can look up the author for you, but I told you about the pig singing la 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 book, where the pigs are singing la la la, and then like you correct them on the next page. You're like, no, you're not supposed to sing la la la. You say oink oink, and the rest of the animals look upset. The dinosaurs are kind of the same way, and the book goes like everybody's doing their own dances, and like the Stegosaurus is doing Wompity Womp, and the Pterodactyl's doing Flappity Flap, or whatever they are. And then there's like the tiny dinosaur, quote unquote tiny dinosaur, is doing the cha cha. And then this one dinosaur that's like watching them all is like, the tiny dinosaur is doing the cha cha. And then my favorite thing is at the end of the book, the last page is like, the tiny dinosaur is doing the cha cha. Now everybody wants to do the cha cha, and it shows all the dinosaurs doing the cha cha. And I was like,
That's
yes,
fun.
that's the way it should end. That is how a good book.
Conga line.
Everybody do the cha cha.
Conga line, cha-cha, electric slide. It's That's
all
probably how
fun
the
and-
folk
You just do
conspiracy
your
will end.
dance.
Frivolity.
Whatever your dance is, you do it.
You do it. Yeah. I think we need a dance off in this story, in this adventure.
Oh, no.
My friend Kevin Brown, his Facebook like quote when that was a new thing, like his motto or whatever, was that like any dance could be the robot for a sophisticated enough robot. And I just think that's such a valid statement.
And fits well because you're a robot. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The murder
Rick
dance.
is a hell
That
of a
is something a
dancer.
robot would say.
yeah, that's very true. It's
It reminds me of Futurama. I think had it where Bender he was watching Fry do the robot, and he was like, "How do you do that?"
That's really good. That's really good. All right, we got a couple things we're gonna correct, and I don't know what the name of this.
Oh,
we've had
rule
this
stuff, huh?
Yeah, we've had some of these like rules. I mean, like we're thinking about the Starfinder story time, right? But is there a rule story time? Is there a Starfinder
No,
rules
it's
time?
just
Like,
rules
what's the
lawyer.
name of the segment? Because like
Listen,
we need a little drop.
Look, the rules court put out a legal opinion.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we should all, take heed.
Hear
We
ye,
should-
hear ye.
that I
All-
broke the rules.
all- whatever.
Well, so there's two. There's one, which I'll just say briefly because we might have talked about it last episode, which was just that if you're going to use a healing serum,
yeah.
It is a standard action. And I am of the dissenting opinion, but I think overall that is what it will be.
I'm
I
just
feel
going to
like
point
if you're
out,
going to
Kevin
use
was
it,
right in the moment, but John overruled as the GM, which technically, by the rules of the book, the GM can do that.
Wait,
and-
isn't this a thing where all the rules paralegals disagreed with John as well?
yeah,
Yeah. They all sided with me.
everyone disagreed with me, which is
Everyone.
fine.
Yes.
Everyone has full agreement of like, no, it's a standard action because it says says
Because
that. I think using a serum is a standard action, and nowhere in there does it say it's less than a standard action, so it has
Yeah.
to be a standard action.
Yeah. So, which is fine. I mean, in the moment, I
So Rick
think
should
we
have
had
died.
hands on the chess piece, or hands were off the chess piece. It was a move action, so it's fine. But now we know moving forward, and
know
that
better.
may apply to other things that we use.
No, and that's something to point out. I just want to say, like, I do want to play by the rules as much as we can, and
Yes.
I
Yes.
Of course.
I appreciate everything that Paizo did to build this game, but also like we're human and we're gonna mess things up. So
Yeah, we're gonna mess things up. I'd rather have rules and opinions and rules court about things like, can you do non-lethal damage with magic missile? Right. That is a
hard
good
argument.
naughty niche. Like you can really dig in. But there was something else that came up, and I think Will, you can.
well, I think
Explain.
I always like to describe like our podcast is not a rules as written, quote unquote, raw podcast, because we do try to do that, but I think like we're okay with breaking the rules a little bit if for fun. So
Yeah,
I like
rule
to
cool.
describe ourselves as like a medium rare podcast.
That's good. That's good. That's nice. That's nice.
We like our podcast like we like our steaks.
Yeah, perfect.
Medium. Perfect.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Which is only medium rare. There's no other acceptable
Agreed.
Yeah.
way to cook it. Will, take it away.
Yeah, so and you know, when we leveled up, I chose to multi-class into mechanic. And with that I have the ability to, you know, engage a drone, and I worked in Dr. Okay's belongings that were formerly of his colleague Ion Bushdakis was a drone. And I said nanites, and because we had just looked at this tech revolution thing, and I saw the options on a Hero Lab. Thanks, Hero Lab. And I was like, Sage drone, this sounds cool. And it says one of the smallest drones. Sage drone is an ambulatory supercomputer designed to analyze its surroundings and provide real-time advice. This is the only description of this drone, right? And so my imagination took over, and I was like, oh, sweet, nanites, supercomputer, maybe these nanites awaken this supercomputer in this briefcase that is a cloud of, hive intelligence, that is a drone, acts like a drone, has, it orients
the robot
itself.
like a
yeah,
drone.
it can do the robot.
The drone can do the robot.
Yeah. Can cha-cha.
No, and I think I've looked it up too. The Sage description doesn't define what the Sage is made of
Right.
or what it looks like. And
It just says
also,
it's ambulatory, and it says it's tiny.
and it also doesn't show a
ambulatory
picture,
even
so
mean?
there's nothing to build it off of. So, as
Ambulatory
the rules
means
lawyer,
walking. It
Okay.
means it's a walking
Yeah,
thing.
it walks. It has to walk.
Right.
Yeah, as a rules lawyer, I think what I decided for
Walk a lot.
your drone was that it can be made of nanites as long as that doesn't mechanically affect it. It doesn't. I don't know. I guess one of the arguments is how it squeezes through things.
It was never the intent for it to. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Being able to go. So the Sage drone. The one hard, fast rule about the Sage drone is that it's 1 to 2 feet. I think.
Yeah. Because it's size
'Cause it's a
tiny.
tiny-
There is one size smaller, by the way, size diminutive.
which the word tiny is misleading for.
Yeah.
What is that? Is there any drones that are diminutive?
I don't think so. I think Sage is
Yeah.
the smallest.
Wait, you got to define diminutive.
Diminutive is a half foot to a foot in size. In some
In
dimension.
either case,
Yeah.
Bernice went through a crack in the wall.
Yeah. I think
it,
think
we
that's
assumed
fine.
also that
Whether
it,
it
could fly.
walked or oozed or whatever, it can't compress itself under a door frame or through a tiny,
Yeah.
the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
That was my initial envisioning of it was
Which creativity
I
is
can now-
great, but rules are
Yeah.
important.
so we're just gonna play like, I still have a stage drone.
Yep.
Her name's Bernice.
Yep.
She's awesome.
She is awesome. And we'll once you
I like the
decide
idea,
more
you
on
said it
like,
was
on like a flavor thing, then or like a description of how once that really comes together, then you can present it, right? So
I like
that
the
might be
idea that you said it was Budakis's briefcase. I like the idea that it like grew legs, and
Yeah.
then like the briefcase
Yes.
opens, so it looks like a walking butterfly.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Oh, that's super neat.
Just like the briefcase is like flapping. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's
cool.
how I picture it. That's how I'm going to continue to picture it, whether you tell me otherwise.
No, it's a
two-
walking briefcase. That's what we'll do.
the
We'll just
walking
say,
briefcase.
and it sort of
It's canon.
glides along the surface on a bed of nanites.
Was that an option on Microsoft Office? One of the like instead of the paperclip, you could have a briefcase.
You
with
can have a
eyes and
briefcase.
mouth?
Just like
Briefly
float
clippy.
around.
Instead of clippy, it's briefing. Cool. All right. We good? Should we
We're
play?
good.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
I think so.
Let's play real smooth. Dun-ka-dun-dun, dun-ka-dun-dun,
Oh, no.
dun, dun-ka-dun-dun-dun. Let me read a little.
The Electrovore.
Oh, no, don't put that imagery into my head.
The electric
I wanna
board
keep
doing the electric
Electrovore
slide.
pure.
And you always, whenever you throw it, it has a slide now. It's the Electrovore slide.
Slide to the right. Slide 5 feet to the right.
Oh, wait, how do I? Well, I'll look this up later. I'm trying to figure out how to heal him, or I think he just rests and heals.
I think every 24 hours he goes to full health.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I think that is
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. Okay.
Yeah.
I think.
All right,
don't quote
me read a little recap.
I agree. You're
It's a little shorter, but it's a little more poignant. This place keeps taking and taking and taking from you. First, it's your sense of normalcy, of kindness and shelter and security. Second, it's taking your expectation that somewhere, somehow, there is stability, whether it's real or not. There has to be a point of rest and equilibrium, and you have not quite found it yet. And finally, it's taken a life, as Nico Orion lays silenced in the long hallway where he fell. Heerz, following your telepathic instincts, has discovered a room with a potential breakthrough. A gray comms unit that is blinking red, blue, and purple lights indicating that someone is trying to hail this place. However, thanks to Dr. Okay's discovery of Dr. Bushdakis's briefcase drone, you are now able to ascertain the looming threat inside of an Abadar Corp gatekeeper robot. And as you move to investigate, here's you go into the room, you walk right up to the robot. And looking at roll 20, Rick, you move into a position where you can keep your eyes on it, and Dr. Okay is outside. The visor of the robot illuminates, and a vicious red light crawls across. And here's, right in your face, this metallic voice just comes out of the loudspeaker that is right in front of you. And you just hear, "Submit, and you will not die." And you need to roll for initiative.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Alrighty.
no.
Here we go. Yet another battle. Oh my god. It's
Yet
a 3 for
another battle.
trusty
Let me move you
Heerz.
guys over here on roll 20.
no rest. No rest for the wicked.
Well, you take a short rest, but yeah, there's no sense
mentally,
of
no mental rest.
Short
no
rest for the
mental
wicked.
rest. Yeah, one of your party members just died moments ago.
Plush
Going
Toy
in.
attacked us. Some like rappers came out of portals, and now we're like fighting the bot.
Yeah. Let us go through the initiative order, as has been done by our forefathers and foremothers for generations past. What'd you get, Giggly Kelly?
I got a
Heerz.
3.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Total.
Oh,
Yeah.
Total. Oh,
I have
God.
no initiative modifiers. Just a flat 3.
What?
There's no
Your dex?
initiative modifier for me. Oh, it's just initiative plus 0. I'm probably not very
Oh, wow.
dexterous. Yeah, I have
Wow.
no dexterity bonus.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I should have said this maybe to you, but there you go.
Good. No, I was kidding. Dr. OK.
11.
11. Also, I like this part of the music because it reminds me of like the Duel of the Fates. with,
Exactly.
Like the chorus.
Yeah.
Exactly
Yeah.
what I was thinking. I was just
Right?
about to say it is like that. Like this robot has like a double red lightsaber.
hello there.
And then it smiles with like the
Oh,
fangs.
God.
Rick 19. No, it can't smile.
I rolled a 13 with a +4, so 17.
17. Nicely done.
Nice.
All right, let me show you guys what this robot looks like. I'm gonna shift Z that shift.
He does look like right out of Star Wars, actually.
Aww.
So he
Yeah.
has like a BB-8 body, like it's like a ball, and then on top of it, though, it's like a
Yeah, it's like a torso on top of a BB-8.
yeah.
Yeah,
He looks like a droid from like KOTOR
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, that's a good
Man,
point.
it reminds me of another Futurama bot.
What's the bot?
I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it fights Bender in a wrestling ring and also in a movie theater.
I remember that episode. Yeah, you're finally hitting things I remember. So.
I don't
I
remember
need to
that,
watch
but
the
I want
show.
to watch that. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
Futurama. I haven't seen this though. Sounds awesome.
Will, you always reference it, and it's just with really good.
It's one of my
references.
favorite shows of all time.
Okay,
It's really good.
Smart show.
Yes, it's brilliant.
it is brilliant.
But yeah, it's got a
right.
cylinder head with like a visor, set of eyes, and then it's got 2 arms and its torso. But for legs, it has just a giant ball.
He looks
Like
slightly
the-
RoboCop-y.
A giant
Robocop
ball.
His face.
Yeah, because the head and the way the visor kind of sticks out. Yeah. So this loudspeaker projects even in the hall of Dr. OK. You hear this voice, this metallic voice. Submit and you will not die. It's very aggressive and like in your face.
What's the robot
The
from
torso
Darkwing
looks
Duck?
like the masked unit.
What is the mask?
That reference? I don't think we get. Masked unit.
Well, yeah.
It's from Futurama. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the robot's name from Darkwing Duck?
Oh, that's a Gizmo Duck. It is kind of like
Gizmo Duck.
Gizmo
Yeah, it's
Duck.
kind of like a Gizmo Duck,
That's
but
the
instead of a wheel, it's
the
a ball.
bottom half. Yeah,
Yeah, I can see
I'd go
that.
for that.
Except Gizmo Duck's kind of a buffoon. Let's hope that this thing is too.
Well, this thing talks like a buffoon, so
I think it
Maybe
hears
it's
all of
not
you talking.
function.
It's like, your references are amusing.
It does sound like Gizmo Duck, actually. It just sounds a bit like that.
Does
dear,
Bernice
save
get
the
an initiative?
Oh, that's a good question. Does I think so. Since we haven't
I
figured
haven't read
out
up on droids enough to know that part.
drones, Kev. Not everyone's a droid like you. Jeez, drones. Let's crack
inanimate
open.
Oh, here's a question that popped up on Twitter for like I didn't say anything, but like I was thinking about it was like turkeys. There was somebody posted a gobbler, like holiday related stuff was like, oh, there's this D&D dangerous turkey. But like, what if mimics can only do inanimate objects? Can mimics mimic
Imitate
dead animals?
live things. Oh, dead animal.
Yeah, like can like a turkey that's like or a chicken that's
A
like
slaughtered chicken
yeah, so
attacks you from your fridge.
can the turkey on your dinner table, can that thing just come alive and eat you?
I think everything's a mimic.
See what you did
you for
there.
listening.
Shout out to
That was
everything.
good. Yeah, shout out.
Good.
Another great podcast.
Jokes.
Droids.
Building your drones initiative.
So they don't have an initiative bonus according to the core rulebook, right?
They might not, and you want to know why? Because there is a distinction in the core rulebook. Before you get any other drone types, there's a combat drone. So it might be that in order to act, you have to choose a combat drone.
I think that's why I tried to build a combat drone before, but that doesn't make sense for like the artillery drone.
Good point. It's starfinder-srd.fandom.com, which might not be a legit one, but I think it is.
I've done theirs before. They're pretty good.
It does seem to be good. It did ping something saying your drone does not get a separate initiative roll.
Yeah, I don't see where it does get separate in the core rulebook.
It might just be that it acts with you. on
that's
your turn.
Like it gets its own. That's fine. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the same one.
Page 75 under limited AI and master control. Yeah,
That's first level. Yeah.
well, that's master control. Limited AI is each round on your turn after you've acted, your drone can take either a move action or a standard action to attack. Your drone doesn't have to make a separate initiative roll.
Yeah, I think I chose the limited. Well, it's 2 abilities, right? So you can
Yeah.
choose whether or not in each one. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think you just get them.
Yeah, I can use Bernice at the end of my turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Cool. Beautiful. After you've acted. Love it. Look at us crushing through the rules.
Or in conjunction. In conjunction to.
It says you don't need to spend actions to issue the commands too. It's awesome.
yeah, and
if
Bernice
you
gets a
also
move
take
or a standard.
or swift action, your drone can take a swift action as well.
That's cool. Yeah, there are some pretty sweet things. All right.
This
Or
is
it
great.
can combine its action into a full action.
This is awesome.
Do we have Bernice on the... No, we don't. We need
We do.
Bernice.
Yeah, she's there. She's like a cloud of
Where?
smoke in the
just
upper
put in a
left corner.
briefcase.
Oh, that's right.
I keep thinking, do you guys remember the Brave Little Toaster?
Yes, I love that.
I'm picturing like a briefcase from that movie.
Yes. That was a
The heated blanket with like
Yeah.
the nose was the dial.
That movie was so feelsy.
Oh, it's so good.
It was great.
Yes.
It was very feelsy. It was very... All right, Will, I changed Bernice to a...
I see it.
A briefcase! Yay!
yeah.
All right, very nice.
We,
It even
you
looks
all
like
have
it looks like its
control.
face because it's got the latches and the handle make it look
That's
like
why I
eyes.
chose it. Yeah, it looks like
so
eyes.
good.
It's really wide. All right, top of round 1. Let's finally get to this after many important things.
Bernice gonna
Rick,
take this thing out in one hit.
Rick, this is not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna
What,
say
it's
I'm
not gonna be
worried.
an easy fight because
Yeah, I'm worried.
One more fight on top of another fight.
It's
I
yeah,
know.
but you guys are level 4 now, which is awesome. So let's see how you flex. Rick 19, what are you going to do at the top of round 1? You get to kick it off.
So Rick already has his artillery laser out, and he's kind of kneeled down already. And as soon as he
Yeah.
sees this thing, like the eyes go red, he's gonna lay down completely, and go prone.
Oh, ooh.
Just because
Swift
that
action.
gives me an advantage on ranged attacks.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, he doesn't lose anything for a ranged attack himself. So then I'm
Yeah, that's a swift action. Drop prone.
Yep, and then I'm gonna open fire.
Okay, what is the bonus again for prone that you get?
Is prone not?
No,
Oh, I do. Click.
Yeah, you get a bonus for being prone while
Yeah,
attacking.
I think it's +2.
Yeah, I think so.
You lose.
But
you
you-
get
yeah,
a
you
minus
do
4 on
lose
attacks,
ace.
and you're lying on the ground. You take a minus 4 penalty for melee attacks. You
Yes.
gain a +4 to your armor class against ranged attacks.
Yes.
Okay.
So you take a
That's
minus
it.
4 to your
Okay.
armor class against melees. So I get a +4 to ranged. Yeah,
For ranged attacks?
for ranged attacks. It doesn't show it on my KAC because it doesn't. The KAC doesn't know whether or not it's gonna. Or Hero Lab
You
doesn't
can
know whether
apply
it's getting hit by range.
prone.
It doesn't-
Oh, but it doesn't
I was
know
just,
ranged
I was doing this
weapon.
mostly for flavor, unless this thing runs over to me though, and it changes everything. But anyways,
It's cool though. I love it. Make sure you
all right.
attack and make sure you hit.
yeah. So I don't lose anything with my laser because I'm doing a range attack. So I'm gonna just shoot.
Artillery laser, EAC. You gonna
I'm gonna
shoot?
do 2
You're gonna-
attacks.
You're gonna do 2. Okay.
So I get a minus 4, but I have a +8, so it's gonna be a +4 to each attack.
All
The first
right.
one is a 15 to hit.
You see the laser hit the robot, and it, like, you miss. That's what I'm trying to say. That doesn't hit.
All right, thanks.
I was trying to give it like some more flavor because of where you did, but the point is that it doesn't do any damage. Like
I think you started off strong. I don't know why you backed out on that. You should have kept.
All right. You know,
So it like gleams off the side of its head or something. Yeah.
thank you. I just didn't want you to think that you're laser, and then you'd be like, "Well, why didn't the laser do?" Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it should have burned a hole in the side of it. Anyways,
All right,
my
first attack.
second roll.
Yeah.
My second
Was
roll, an 18 + 4 for 22.
dang. Yeah, that hits. So the first one gleams off the dome, just leaving a little scorch, no actual damage, all flavor flav. But the second one just hits that armor that separates the torso from the big rolling ball. How much damage did you do?
I get a +10, a 1d10 + 4,
Gosh.
and I
Nice.
rolled I believe that's a 6.
So 10
that's
points of damage?
10 points of damage.
Wow.
Very good.
awesome. Good. Yeah, that's good. It's going to be good for you, I think.
Nice.
So this is like a shoulder-mounted weapon, and I don't think like laying on the floor that like like over-the-shoulder weapon would do very well on the floor. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, probably not.
I
Maybe
picture
you just
Rick's like laying down on his
crisscross
belly,
applesauce?
and no, he's got like his legs like kicked up in the back, and he's like. Anyways, so
His like
he's up on
his
his
like feet are
elbows,
together.
kinda.
He's like just
Yeah.
chilling. He's gonna shoot.
He's so much
It
fun killing
is-
things.
Yeah, he loves killing things.
I
All right,
know.
it is
Rude.
this gatekeeper robot's turn. Little guardian robot. As the laser hits the metal plating of the robot, then you see the head swivel and look at you, and the voice, the loudspeaker, booms again as the voice says, "Your time here is coming to an end." And then it starts rolling on the ball over towards Rick. And that will incur an attack or opportunity from Heerz. And I wonder if from Bernice.
Also, Bernice.
Yeah. I feel like it would from Bernice, if Bernice can make an attack with a melee weapon.
Yeah, question to both: do you have a melee weapon?
I do.
Equipped?
You do?
Yeah.
Is it equipped?
Yeah.
All right.
Equipped is not a word.
Equipped is not a
Equipped.
word.
It's equipped.
Here's just see it like go right in front of me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Like right towards
Yeah.
like Rick.
Yeah, it just starts to roll real quick.
Whew, what a relief. All right. So would Bernice or Heerz go in this case? First, I should say. Both of us.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Bernice has like
Yeah,
a higher.
or- Yeah, who got first? I guess, Dr. K, you got first in your initiative order, so let's say Bernice goes first.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I envisioned was giving her the survival knife / cavitation pistol.
Okay.
Wait, the meta.
Yeah.
No, what is it called? The Matrix.
Oh,
Yeah.
the transmutation matrix.
Yes.
That's rad.
It's just
Let's
a
see if
briefcase
we
with
can.
a knife.
Yeah, let's see if we can find out the sage drone. It's a briefcase with a knife. I knew
that
at
can
some point
also
we'd get
turn
silly.
into a cavitation pistol. So my
This is too good.
like right now it is a
I love
cavitation
stuff, I know.
pistol though is the
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
But I think I have to spend 10 minutes to like switch it back and forth.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
you'd
takes
have to look
time
up
to
the
switch.
matrix to do that.
Yeah, so
Well,
probably
we should have said I did that during the rest though. If we retcon.
sure. That's fine. I
I'll
think
go with
that's
the
fine.
survival knife
Okay, so you're gonna make an attack with the survival knife.
because it's.
Let me just make sure. Base attack bonus.
And I want to do it with stealth too because my sage drone has a stealth
So
modifier.
I don't know. There is a thing in Starfinder. Let's talk about it real quick. Where
Maybe not.
yeah, just stealth is not as like beneficial in the same way. Like the mechanics of what you get. I feel like I looked this up once. Like if you're hidden and attack,
Well,
I
'cause
think it depends on like. The
I mean, it's just
senses
like a
of the creature you're
briefcase in a
attacking.
room attacking you. Like, I feel like though. Whatever. It's fine.
I see what you. So like in D&D, you get a bonus for doing a stealth roll if you're certain classes. But you're saying here, it would just prevent you from like being targeted by this thing because it's just a briefcase in the corner.
Yeah, so you might just not be hit. I don't know what mechanically you would get if you were to be quote unquote unseen.
I don't think there's an advantage. I mostly wanted to, if there's like a reflex or a condition of this robot that allows it to like, I don't know. Can I do a skill check though? Just any skill check, like a computer's check,
as Bernice. Sure.
as an AOO.
I would say just do your. I feel like an AOO is an AOO. It's not your turn. It's your attack.
Got it.
Yeah, that's my
Coming with the knife.
cool attack with the knife. The briefcase with a knife. The
briefcase?
Stabs at the rolling ball as it begins to roll forward. Let's see if it hits.
19 on the die.
That hits
Plus 3,
just,
I think.
Wait, what's the base attack bonus?
Oh, so it's actually I have an 18 to hit actually because I get a -1 on melee, +3 on range though.
Okay, so 18.
Yeah,
The knife comes out, and just as it's about to hit, it begins to roll forward. You almost
Okay.
hit, You almost
what did you
hit.
roll? A
An
19?
18.
I rolled
An
a
18.
natural 19.
But it's an 18. It almost hit.
Whew. Oh, we have to
my
start rolling
gosh.
high in order to hit anything.
Here's
Awesome.
your attack of opportunity as a briefcase with a knife. Just did an AOO against next to you.
So I only rolled a 5, which is really bad. So, yeah, with that
Yeah.
modification.
What is your weapon that you have out?
I have 2 tactical hand axes, so they're dual wielded. And
Okay.
Nice.
it would be great to attack with them. They'd be awesome. But I basically rolled a 2 plus a 3 for my melee attack modifier. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I think it makes sense that you really haven't used your melee weapons at all, right?
There you
So
go.
you swing, and you're like, I'm not used to using this reflex to swing, and it swings wildly. Still pretty rad, but both miss. Bernice so close. The suitcase with a knife, so close. I love Bernice
It's just
already.
so comical.
It's great. It's awesome.
That's great. Yeah.
But unfortunately, it is time for the robot to do what it was planning on doing, and that is attack. Prone, Rick 19. And you have a what to melee attacks? Because it's going to attack you with a melee attack.
I got a -4 to melee.
To your AC?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll with the purple. Not the glassy purple, but the gem purple. All right.
I shouldn't have said anything and just been like, oh, he lays down quietly and then shot you.
He quickly lays down. That was a cracked die. Okay.
Missed.
22.
Oh my
yes,
god.
that hits me even if I was standing up.
12 points of damage as the
Oh
ball
my god.
rolls into your shoulder and it slams down with one of its fists.
This is even after I stole Nico's armor.
Well, you're also prone. That's why. It's a lot. And it's lethal damage, which
Does it make a
you
difference? right
feel
now?
it be lethal. And I think if you wanted to, maybe all of you see it. So on somebody's next turn, you can give me maybe a wisdom check about that, because you're like, this is weird.
Wait, it's supposed to be a non-lethal robot and it's doing lethal damage? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I'll just tell you, because I think I told you last time you had seen it. It had been modified, right?
Of course.
And so it is modified to do lethal damage, and usually these models are non-lethal damage. That was its turn, Dr. OK. What are you going to do, and Bernice?
Well, I'm going to directly control Bernice.
Okay,
And
you go, and then Bernice goes, right?
yeah. Well, I'm like using, the metaverse or whatever, version 5000 in Starfinder, where my goggles go on and I like enter into a, fully immersive interface.
Oh my god, you're doing VR mode while we're
With-
in the middle of
with
combat.
Bernice, with a briefcase, with a knife.
Do you have to? So you
love
have to
this so
spend
much.
your actions to control Bernice.
I believe. Let me hold on.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think you do. I think you can act independently,
Right.
but you still have the
master
VR, which is
control.
awesome.
As a move action, you can directly control your drone. This allows the drone to take both a move action and any standard action this turn, one from your control and one from its limited AI. If you also take a swift action, your drone can take a swift action as well, or it can combine its actions into a full action. Your drone must be able to see or hear you, or be within range of your custom rig, which is my custom micro lab, of course.
Yep.
For you to directly control your drone.
Amazing.
That is.
Okay.
So as a move action,
Dr. OK
puts on his goggles and then can give 2
Ready
actions
player.
to
Dr. OK.
Dang, I love it.
It's awesome. This is why Starfinder is super duper dope, and you should play it if you're not already.
Okie doke. So I'm going to move Bernice and say, I'm just like, I'm speaking through my interface into Bernice, and it sounds differently, is what I imagine.
Yeah.
Because it's like a protocol, not a protocol unit. Obviously, it's protocol droids, but just flavor.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's awesome.
So wait, question: when Bernice talks, does the briefcase
does it sound
open?
like Dr. Okay? Yeah. Does it flap a little bit?
Yeah.
Or is it just
Like-
the,
like the
just
tongue?
the handle that flaps up and down? Because the handle is the mouth.
Maybe yelling would
It's like a
the
mustache.
handle-
The handle's like a
Yeah,
mustache.
yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
Amazing. Like me.
Yeah, your handle's a mustache.
Like my mustache.
And
Or your mustache is a handle.
yeah. So Bernice wants to do
That's a visual gag. Anyway. Bernice wants to
to
what?
disable the custom module on the robot for her turn. The droid. The custom modification. So I guess it's like whatever you said it was modified, right?
Yeah.
Can Bernice like sneak up and access it and try to override?
I think it's
module?
really cool. Why not? Why don't so
Disable or manipulate module.
yeah, let me grab my handy dandy computer flowchart to get what a DC would be.
I just want to take this time to say that going prone was a stupid idea.
You know, it wasn't your finest moment.
You need like a shield.
Let me walk through. Thank you, previous me, for setting this up because it's pretty easy. Yeah, go ahead.
Disable root access. I have to get root access.
Ooh, yeah.
So I would have to do it on another turn, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is we'd have to break this up to a couple turns. So Bernice first, this like USB port comes
So-
out and connects in.
I imagine like an RFID or like
Yeah.
some sort of like sticker looking object
Yeah.
that just I like spits out of Bernice, and it's just like a communications port
Nice.
for the controller of the module I'm trying to disable.
Yeah.
But to gain root access.
Yeah, I love it.
So rolling for that, I guess. Right?
That's awesome. I would think it would be secured. Well, you tell me.
It's modified.
What?
If it's modified, you said it was modified by whom? I guess,
You would think probably whoever is here, right?
is it
So
janky looking?
No, it seems like it's pretty like it.
Is
The
it
actual
Arduino?
physical part is not modified. The programming is modified, right? So you would have to
Okay.
go in. And what I'm thinking is the access to the robot secure or not? That's what I'm trying to figure out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Is it unsecured or secured?
Well, you tell me, if you were to design a robot, would it be secure to I feel like it would be secure, but I can also see where like the intent is not to like if you
Well,
want to
the
go in
intent of
and
this-
be in the robot, you can be in the robot. It's not like a computer where you have to like log in. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Kelly and Will, you would know more just from a programming
I
perspective.
mean, you can like secure them, but this bot originally is like just a safety droid, like a practice droid, right? said
It's more of a
Non-lethal.
Yeah, you'll have to do a life science to figure out more, or like a physical science to figure out more about it. But you do know, which I think you did last time, somewhat. You do know enough to know that this is typically non-lethal and not lethal. I'm trying to look through to see what
But
that
its
is.
function is to like subdue.
Yeah, I think it would be, but it's made
Secure.
by Avatar Corp, and it's pretty legit. So I think
I would say it's secured,
that's what I would think too.
which is a little bit tougher for me. Just
Well, it's kind of similar to the Hugbot, right? Because that was the same idea. Like that.
Yeah.
hack.
yeah.
Yeah, Nico went into that.
DC is 20 higher, is what it says for gain root access. In many
It
cases, it's impossible to gain root access, and every task beyond the computer's basic functions must be attempted as a separate check and destroy,
Wow.
repair, disable, or manipulate modules or countermeasures. If a firewall has been set to have, I don't think you would do a firewall though.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think
it
there's a
would-
firewall. I think there's access.
A
and then
robot's design is going to be as minimal as possible. It's going to be one layer.
module. Yep.
It's not
exactly.
going to be multi-factor. It's not going to know. It might know scope if it's got like permissions and roles like in subroutines, but it's not gonna have like a giant like. It's gonna have a key lock in it.
Yep. I think you are spot on with that. As far as a tier 1 computer is something as simple as a common data pad, data lock, or lighting controller. A tier 10 represents the systems managing the engine core of a space station or the mainframe of an Aspis Consortium intersystem office. It's definitely not tier 10. It's definitely not tier 1. I feel like it's a robot,
Probably tier 2.
Yeah,
tier 3 tops.
I think tier 2, tier 3 tops. I'm going to go with tier 2 because I think that fits more with this like common thing. That's going to be a DC 21 computers check to access the secure thing from Bernice.
So Bernice, however, has this really cool thing where she basically contains an extensive database of information as well as powerful processing unit for analysis.
Okay.
And once every 10 minutes when Bernice does a skill check, she can also identify, like, she can do identify creature recall knowledge, and it can roll 1d6 to add the result to the roll as an insight bonus.
That's neat. Okay. So what you're saying is
because
that,
I'm using Dr. OK,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I have this really cool like analysis routine. So I'm rolling my regular computer's modifier, which is a +11.
So your Dr. OK, you're using Dr. OK's computers, but you're going to add
but I'm adding
D6.
Bernice's recall knowledge bonus, which I think I have to roll recall knowledge on Bernice. So Bernice needs to analyze like how this thing's been modified, and if I'm successful at that, which her computers, I would assume I would just use her computers check, right?
That's
the first time I'm using Bernice.
Yeah, that's what I would think. You would use her
which is
computers
+6.
check. So this is your move action, and she moved up to it. So that's her move action. So this is her standard action, right? In order to access it, using her computer's check. And you're going to roll to identify a creature, right?
Yeah, using the internal database special ability.
I would say roll and... Okay. And you have to roll with the bonus.
It could either be identifying a creature or recalling knowledge.
I think it's up to you. If you're going to identify, you would need to roll an engineering check because it's a robot.
Okay.
And I think if it's recall knowledge,
Bernice's. Okay.
Maybe it's physical science, whichever one you want.
I'll just roll. I'll roll the identifying engineering with Bernice's +4.
Okay. And
17 on the die. 21.
21.
Thanks.
Where's shoot? So you get it. You get it. You know exactly.
So I
what's
can
gonna
roll
go
a
on with this.
D6 on my computer's
Yes.
checks. Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
So Bernice is probably calculating. You're seeing for the first time the UI in this headset of the library. It's pulling down. You see Gatekeeper robot. It like hones in on that.
Probably
moves it
has
over.
like
Super
the
cool.
programmer's signature who modified it.
Yeah. There's like a couple Easter eggs as you're going through. You're like, I see what they did. You know, it's like, oh, that's cool. Okay, so this is to access the computer. So again, Bernice is going to go up. You're using your move action to have Bernice make a move action and a standard action to get into to hack the robot.
Yeah.
First layer is
Disable
just to get past the security.
gaining root.
What will? Can you
Gain root access.
So what is your roll to get in? It's DC 21.
I hit 19 on the die. I haven't even rolled any.
Oh yeah.
So now you add the computer bonus and the D6, right?
Yeah, and I rolled a 6 on my. I just rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. That's at least 25. You are able to get past the security into the Gatekeeper robot.
I just love from like Rick and Heerz's perspective, this briefcase just kind of waddles over to this giant guard robot and just like leans forward and plugs into it.
It's awesome.
Game over.
It's so great. It's so good. That is, I think that's Bernice's standard action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
awesome. This is just the coolest session. Dr. OK, it is now your turn. You're wearing VR goggles. What do you do with your standard action?
Can I manipulate?
I think technically, by the way, Bernice should go after you, but it's fine in that you were using your move actions. That was part of it. It's fine. If you're going to do the master control, it's fine. I think. If you disagree, then get angry at me on Twitter.
No.
No,
Why
not
would
you.
I
I think
disagree?
listeners.
I don't. So, Dr. OK can't like fire on it, right?
Because you're wearing the goggles? I thought that was more flavor. I think.
No, that is flavor, but I mean, like,
It says as a move action,
it
so
would
you can still take it standard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your standard could be to attack.
Is the door open?
I think the door's been open this whole time. I don't remember you guys closing it.
So I'm going to.
I think we need to start drawing on green and red lines to see whether or not doors open or shut. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right, Kev, I'll take your not so subtle suggestion there. Jeez.
I'm really. I
was
think
really
I
fast, too.
would
Good job.
only do
Thanks.
like a. I actually don't think Dr. OK would attack because like he just got access, right? Like through Bernice, he was there. He experienced that. So I think what he'll do is
Yep.
just hit Rick with a booster.
Let's punch him. Okay. You're going to shoot Rick?
And yeah.
Okay.
It just leads in the door.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah, because you do kind of have cover. So,
And, well, for range, no range attacks, I have my normal KAC. So.
yeah, but you get a +4 because you're prone, right? To range attacks. So you
I get a +4. Yeah, you can't hit me, man. I'm prone.
Yeah, dude, because he's
So-
down with cover in the
don't try.
corner on the
Don't
ground.
do
I think it's just it's just hard to shoot him. That's it.
Again, going prone was the stupidest thing I've ever done.
I think it was the best thing you could have done.
And I've done some stupid things in my life.
This takes the cake.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to remember what is the booster that I can give you.
Nothing. You can't even hit me, man. Even if you tried.
Rude. That's not what a supportive cast member says. Kev.
I'm just saying.
It's worth
I
a
have
shot.
24 to hit.
No. It's totally worth a shot. You should do whatever you want, Dr. Okay.
Unless you're the GM and you get a +14 to every attack.
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to give you a +4 to your next saving throw with a minor booster.
But you have to hit me, and you have to do
I'm
an attack
attuned to
roll.
you. I don't have to. My
Oh,
custom
perfect. Okay.
custom
nice.
micro lab, I don't have to hit you.
I
Wait,
love
so-
it. Never mind. Just disregard
Oh,
everything I
yeah,
said.
that's right. That's right. The dart will find its way to you. If you shoot it, it will land.
He's got the VR
Just-
goggles
just-
on, which are like practically a blindfold. He just
No.
points his gun straight in the air.
I feel like they're like the AirPods where you can have the like transparency mode, so you turn off the visual cancellation and you can suddenly see everything.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. What's its attack right now?
What?
What do you mean?
How is it hurting Rick?
Kinetically?
Melee? It's slamming Rick.
So would Rick bleed from that, or like?
I don't think
No.
so. It's bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Bludgeoning.
You might get a bloody
I don't think
nose,
this
but it
actually
doesn't
helps.
count.
So I'm just going to give you the basic booster, which will give you a. Rick, do you need some armor or do you want some insight?
I don't think he can answer you, though. That's the problem. Because of the initiative
Kev.
order.
Say again, Kelly?
I don't know. Can you even answer him? Because we're in initiative order.
Yeah, I feel like we're in
Well,
initiative
It's
order.
a free action.
I mean, technically speaking, it's a free action. But
Oh,
right.
okay.
You could probably just give one answer. One word.
armor is never a bad choice.
Too many
So-
words. Armor! Armor! Yeah, because you're being crushed by this robot. Armor!
So I hit him with a. Yeah. You get a +1 to your AC.
Amazing.
+1 to my AC.
That's
Sweet.
awesome. That is
Nice.
very useful.
For the next 4 rounds.
I feel like you just put through you don't even look. You just push your
You
your-
also gain a +4 bonus on your next saving throw.
That's awesome
And-
as well.
This is under the minor booster.
I feel like you just put your injector pistol through the door and fire, knowing it will hit. You just point in Rick's general direction.
No, wait. I can only do that the AC or the
Saving throw?
Okay.
Okay.
Or the saving throw.
Okay. So you do the AC?
So next round I'll hit you with a saving throw.
All right, so you get a +1 to your AC. Awesome. Great. Rules
Thank
heavy,
you.
complicated round.
Ugh.
Turn. That was cool.
Stay in the fight.
Dr. OK, the cheerleader.
I love it.
My
Heerz,
charisma is
it
up.
is your turn. What would you like to do?
Heerz is going to go up. He's going to saunter right over to this little
Saunter.
bot. Yeah. He comes
Yeah.
up. And he's going to do his new spell, which is inject nanobots.
Whoa!
Now I've already rolled, and
Nice.
this is it's a 48 damage. So and I got 21, which is kind of mid range for that roll. But now here's what you got to do. You will take damage regardless, but he can do a fortitude.
Don't tell me what I'll do.
Well, okay, fine.
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna like overrule with your.
No.
Can't overrule this. All right.
I'm not going to take the damage.
All right.
I'm
so,
just not going to take the damage. Thanks, though. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, sorry.
All right. So you need to roll a fortitude save, and if you pass that, you can take half damage. And it's a DC 17 that you got to beat.
So describe
Are
to me
you
what
trying to
happens.
Kill this thing though, because if you are,
Why?
or if you aren't, you have to take a -4 to make it not.
I'm not. I wasn't aware that we're trying to keep it alive personally. So
Describe to me what happens as you cast the spell.
well, what's actually happening with this spell is that there's particles in Heerz's blood, his insect blood, and they turn into biological nanobots, and then he just
That's rad.
uses his magic to inject it through his fingers into this creature.
That's a fascinating skill.
I
That
thought
is
Dr.
awesome.
OK would like that.
And so you reach out your shearing hand. Do you like make a cut on your finger so they can come out? What do you do?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Here's his mandibles. He kind of pokes one into it and like fishes around,
Ooh.
and like draws a little bit of blood, and then just kind of like puts it into an opening somewhere in this robot.
Oh, so you have to touch the robot.
I do. That's why Heerz is up next to it.
Oh, but there's no AC to do that.
What do you
Or there's
mean?
no
rolled
roll
AC.
to touch it, right?
He rolled.
No, it's just an attack. I wasn't
Okay.
aware that you.
Oh, I thought you said you did roll. You rolled like a
Well, I
22
rolled a
or something.
damage roll. It hits regardless. This spell, but you can roll
The
for
one-
half damage.
The one thing is that you're going to take an attack of opportunity for casting a spell next to it, unless you
Probably.
cast a spell afterward. And you're okay with that?
Mhm.
Okay. So you reach out your shearing hand, you touch it, little nanobots start to come out. The head just rotates without the body. The body is still focused on Rick, slamming on Rick, but the head just rotates and looks at you, and the red light like scans you,
Can you make this not terrifying? Like,
and that's our game.
Oh, it says make it. Sorry, it does say make a melee attack against target.
Oh, really?
what?
Make a melee attack against target.
Well, we'll make a
That's
melee
not what
attack
it
next
says.
episode. Kev, stop looking at the wrong third-party site.
I mean, I am looking at Starjammers.
I don't.
We
say,
know
oh.
Starjammer is not canon. Come on, Kev, get out of here. Heerz does this
rewind,
cool
rule
thing to
play.
end the
I'm
episode.
looking at rule. What are we looking
Heerz
at?
does
Tech
this
Rev?
awesome thing.
Are we bantering?
Yeah,
Who's doing the
I was
outro
vaping
this
at
week?
them.
Do you want to just keep it in? Who's doing it? Ask.
And it says right there in the core rulebook. Make a melee attack roll and target TAC.
What do we say in the outros? Thanks for listening.
Yeah, wait. So you do have next week, next episode, you will
No, just
make an
revert back
attack
to-
roll, right? This is our outro
Well-
now.
This
Yeah.
is the outro.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks everyone for listening to our cool
Hey, yeah, we gotta
banter
correct our
outro.
rules because nobody pays
Like
attention.
and subscribe, and we'll figure out the attack roll next week.
Thanks to all the sponsors and friends mentioned.